What?
Oh,
on
hey there, guys.
John, what are you shocked? I just said we're going live. We are live with the Locker Room Rant, the greatest show on YouTube. It's not even a fucking contest. We're the best. Everybody knows it. Hit like down below, hit subscribe down below, and let's do this shit. With me, as always, I got John to my side, Nico down below. My name's Tony, and tonight we got a special little guest with us. We got a little guest. None other than hometown favorite, Pat Kenny, a.k.a. PK. Let's go.
What's up, PK?
Metallica's going to go ape shit on that.
Metallica hates when people play their shit, too.
Yeah, we got canceled. There's no doubt about it. That was
going to go ape shit on that.
Let's go, Metallica. It's your move.
Lars Ulrich's going to be calling us here in an hour.
PK, what's going on, brother? Welcome to the Locker Room Rant.
This is such an honor to be on the best podcast. On my first time podcast, and it's the best one. I mean, how can you be better than that?
It doesn't get better than that.
Depends on who you're asking.
Is PK's audio good on your guys' end? It's still a little shaky on mine.
A little shaky.
Yeah.
It sounds perfectly clear to me, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Let's roll
John,
this. Let's roll this.
John,
see how it goes.
Maybe I'll just talk louder.
There you go. Just talk louder, buddy.
Okay.
We got Tanya. We got Tanya in the house. We got woke Niners recaps. I don't even know.
That's Michael Eng. What's up, Michael? That's Michael's. That's shout out to you, Michael. I hope the new channel is starting to take off. It's woke Niner recaps. Eng, good to see you, brother. Tanya, thank you for joining us, fam. Good to see you.
Welcome.
So, what do you guys want to talk about today, guys?
We have to start off
with the NBA Finals.
We got to start off with NBA Finals. Get that shit out of the way so we can talk football, baby. Yeah. Let's start with the Celtics and the Warriors. Celtics take down the Heat Game 7, and they will go on to face the Golden State Warriors. Nico, you got to be excited about your Celtics, buddy. Let's hear it.
Yeah, look who it is, my man.
Oh, boy.
Nick.
Crazy out there.
Nick, disregard
Just
Nick.
in time.
Oh, you starting the show with this boy?
All right.
Yes, I knew he was gonna get up and do the dance. I knew he was gonna get up and do the dance.
River dance.
All right,
Nick,
man. Yeah.
Please don't do the river dance. Please don't ever get up from your chair again.
Can you do it one more time so
One
he can
more
do it?
time.
No, play the music. Yes! I'm amped. I'm ready.
Nick.
What a
Celtics
damn
in
shame.
5. Celtics in 5. I'm ready.
Nick, I don't know. Is your zipper down, by the way?
It was, dude.
Why are you looking
No,
at a
it's
zipper?
not. I made a concerted effort to keep it up.
It's like one of those bad car accidents, breezy. It's something you just got to look at. So, Nick, forget everything you were about to say. These are breezy
Breezy's
Celtics.
the real Celtics fan, so let's give him the floor here.
Breezy. The floor is yours.
You know what I like about this matchup? First of all, the Celtics are the underdog, and I love that. I think that's going to make them come out there with just a little extra punch. I know it's going to be hard to, switch. First of all, the Celtics switch on everything. But now we're talking about the Golden State Warriors switching. It's a little bit different, right? And so they play a little faster. They're going to try to wear down the Celtics defense. I think the Celtics have the number 1 defense, and they've proved it, right? They've beaten all the juggernauts in the East. I mean, let me just tell you let me remind the world who the Celtics had to go through to get here. Before I do that, who in the hell did the Warriors have to play? I'm just curious.
Nobody.
Okay.
Easy path.
The West sucks.
I'm just saying. And I'm not taking a shot at the Warriors, but they're trying to say, oh, the Celtics had to go 7 games with the Heat. What the fuck did y'all play? Y'all played the Mavericks. That was probably the best team, and y'all beat them really bad, right? But I tell you what, didn't they play Ja Morant's team?
Yep.
And
I think they gave him the hardest
Do you get where I'm going with this? If he had not gotten injured, it'd be a different matchup right now. We'll be talking Memphis Grizzlies and Celtics.
I think they still would have beat the Grizzlies with John Morant. I
don't know, bro.
It wouldn't have been as easy.
Listen, Ja should have won the first game for him. He lost because he missed a shot. They won the second game, didn't they? So it was 1-1. Then Ja got hurt.
Yeah.
And then it was easy peasy. And even on the easy peasy, at least the Memphis Grizzlies without John Morant still found a way to beat them cats. So there's I said that to say that there are blueprints out there to beat the Warriors. Now we're talking about a defensive juggernaut that had to go through Brooklyn, KD, Kyrie Irving, right? Had to go through them. Then they had to go through the bully of bullies, Giannis and them Bucks. I'm sorry, man. I think Giannis is a cheat code in the NBA. I don't know how good he is. He's just big as fuck. Like,
phenomenal.
Yeah, he's great. He's a great player, but just give him the ball. He can't shoot, but if you give him the ball, somehow he always scores, right? 40, 50 a night if he had to. That's Giannis, right? And then they had to go through the Heat. The Heat probably was the toughest team because of the way they were able to rotate on their matchups. Now, Tyler Hero got injured. Oh, well, so did my players. It's just part of the game, right? Attrition. Like, how are you going to find a way to stay healthy? So now we're getting down to the Celtics and we're getting down to the freaking Warriors, the two best teams in the NBA right now. And I think it's going to be a bloodbath, bro. And I really think that it's not going to be easy peasy for the Warriors. I think it's going to go 7 games. And if you let the Celtics go 7 games, you let them linger around for 7 games, somebody going to get punched in the mouth. And it ain't going to be a person on the green. I can tell you that right now. Them Warrior people is going to be a little sad. And I'm not saying it because I'm extra confident. I just watched it, right? John, every time we talk about Trey Lance, what do the people say? Oh, he got to go out there and prove it. The Celtics proved it 3 fucking times, right? 3. They went through 3. Sorry, can I curse on here? I'm sorry. I'm amped up.
Oh, yeah. Can you, brother? Listen.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to get that flag. 3 times. 3 times they had to go through juggernauts, and they figured it out. And I'm not saying it's going to be easy for the Celtics. I'm just saying they're prepared to go 12 rounds. Some boxers go 12, and they win with decisions. Like, it's just how it works. And I think the Celtics are going to find a way to do it because they figured out how to play basketball. Like, they don't turn the ball over. It's a wrap.
The Celtics are the best team, the best defensive team that the Warriors have faced in the whole postseason.
And the Warriors might be the best offensive team the Celtics face in the postseason.
I think the important person is Marcus Smart. If he can stay guard the perimeter, then it's going to go 7, in my opinion.
I'm with you, bro.
There's a lot of cool matchups in this series.
Oh my
guys.
gosh.
A lot of cool matchups. You got Curry and Smart.
Oh my gosh. Now,
Thompson.
would you put Smart on Curry? I would be
hell
afraid.
yeah.
See, I would be afraid that Smart might somehow end up in foul trouble like in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Who else is going to guard him?
Good point.
Who else? I mean,
That's a good point.
I mean, your best defensive player is Marcus Smart.
No, you're
in
right.
my opinion.
You're right.
So,
You're right.
and probably statistically, if I'm not mistaken. So, Marcus Smart on Curry
Has to be.
You have to figure out how you're going to stop the switch. Like,
That's what I'm saying. That's the hardest part. That's the hardest part because when he switches onto a center, shit.
yeah, it's over. It doesn't matter what side.
But respectively to Boston, and I've said this before, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Boston is in the top 5 of rebounding
And block shots.
And block shots. So at the rim, you have the advantage.
There it is.
So,
but the question is, how many shots is Curry really gonna miss? Because everything he shoots kind of goes in. Like just finds.
well, he struggled against Dallas.
Did he?
Okay, he had an 18-point game, I believe. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but postseason Curry is like he's averaging 30 points, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes he's inconsistent, but he hasn't mattered because of Klay Thompson and Draymond Green when they were in their prime.
I'll tell you what. The Curry in the finals Curry
it's a different Curry.
tends to fade away a little bit.
Oh, you're saying
I'm saying he goes the other way in the NBA Finals. If you guys remember all those
I
times
gotta
against
go
the
rewind.
Cavs,
Well,
all
yeah.
those times against the Cavs, he did not light up the Cavs when they won those championships.
No.
He did not light up the Cavs. It was
Is that why they had to
Iguodala.
bring in Kevin Durant to have a guy to
Kind
do
of.
They
that
did.
to close
I would
out
say
those?
it.
That's a good
Yep.
point, man. I never thought about that, bro.
Curry
So
in
it
the
wasn't
finals, look at
Dellavedova's
those stats.
fantastic defense that was keeping him at bay.
Yep.
Now, here's the thing: when you have Curry, so the Warriors go as Curry goes.
Correct.
Okay? So if you let Curry shoot, he's going to kill you. But
Correct.
if you make a concerted effort, being like,
No pun
I'm not
intended
going to
on
let
that.
Steph Curry beat me, the Golden State Warriors are completely beatable, and they were beatable until they got Kevin Durant, and then Durant just you couldn't concentrate your effort on Curry because Durant wasn't able.
Love that soundbite. If you guys ain't see that movie, then y'all should go shoot yourself.
You got Jordan Poole. You've got
I like
Looney.
Jordan Poole.
Like these guys have all settled into their roles, and like it or not, but
I'm not sold on Looney, John.
I don't care. If you
no,
stop
Wiggins,
if you stop
Wiggins
Steph-
right now is playing out of his mind.
He's the X
Wiggins
factor.
is playing the best ball right now.
He's
but
the
if
X
you
factor.
stop Steph, the Golden State Warriors don't win.
He's the X
That's
factor.
not
Right.
true.
See, I kind of think about what he's saying though, right? Because if you take Curry out, that means you're forcing another player to drop 40. Who else on that team other than Clay? And I don't even think Clay can drop
Clay
40
can't do
now.
it right. Clay can't drop 40 on you unless he has like one of his amazing shooting nights.
Clay can drop 40. I got news for everybody.
I mean,
I don't think he can drop
there's
40
some of
right
those
now.
games
I don't think he's back to that Clay form yet.
He's not back to that guy yet, though. That's true.
That's not a shot at him. I love, first of all, the Warriors is like my second team because I'm a 49er fan. So I'm adopted into the Bay Area teams, right? And so, I mean, I had to sit here and watch Giant games, but when they play the Mets, I go for the Mets. So it's like, I like Curry. I love Jordan Poole. He's a Michigan guy. Fuck, I love Michigan, right? So I love him. I think the X factor is who John is talking about. I think it's Wiggins. I think you got to figure that out because they're going to put Wiggins. That matchup's got to be Wiggins on Tatum, right? I think that's the matchup everybody's looking for. Size on Tatum, that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Now, if Tatum gets the switch, the same way y'all saying Steph Curry is a problem on the switch, Tatum's the problem on the switch. Now, what you watched Miami do was some shit I never seen before, right? I don't know if it's because their team was that defensively stout or like, I don't know if they just got lucky, but they got lucky every game. Every time Tatum forced the switch, every time he got the matchup on Strus, every single time, I'm like, Tatum about to cook this mother sucker, right? The moment Tatum dribbles into Strus, here comes, oh my God, the other guy, the ball head, the defender guy. I don't like PJ Tucker. Here comes Tucker. And then here comes the guy from the other side. So it's like Tatum drove into a triple team, hence turnover or like it was just bad. So I don't know if the Warriors play like that, but I'm sure Steve Kerr got them guys watching film from this Miami game.
Yeah, I love the bigs matchup, Horford and Draymond Green.
Put Horford. Now, see, I like Horford on Looney. I think you put Horford's veteranship. See, Horford isn't sizable as the center, but he plays like a dog. So Looney's soft, man. I don't give a fuck. Looney's soft, man. He just happened to be able to go off on some underrated centers. So now you're gonna put him in there.
I think Robert Williams can take him to school, though. I think Robert Williams would kill Looney.
Defensively.
I think Robert Williams he's protecting the rim and getting rebounds.
Yeah,
that's his game.
Yeah, I don't want to see him one-on-one matched up. I'd rather see Horford switch on, like be on that. And then so that when you ask that, this is where I like Robert Williams. Robert Williams has this innate closeout speed. I don't know where he gets it from, but it's not even speed, it's length, right? And so if Draymond has to shoot, his middle finger can probably tip that pass. That's what the Celtics want. They want Draymond shooting. They want other people other than Clay and Steph to beat them. That's what they want, and that's what they're going to try to force.
Speaking of Draymond, you can count him. You can at least count 2 technical fouls. He's be suspended for at least one game.
Nah, I think he's gonna have his emotions under wrap.
I don't think so.
But the reason why you said you don't think the reason why I'm loving this series is because this might be the most technical fouled finals of all time. Because I can see Marcus Smart getting tossed, I can see Grant Williams getting tossed, I can see Draymond Green getting tossed. It's just gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be really fun to watch. Very entertaining. It's probably gonna make the most money. This might even be bigger than Lakers versus Celtics. Entertainment wise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Entertainment wise.
Listen,
I mean,
in my opinion,
about Showtime Celtics, that's different. But these
That
new
was good.
Celtics, I mean,
okay, yeah.
this is going to be a phenomenal series. I'm telling you, like, each team had their way as they made it here. And I'm telling you, this has been the series that I've been waiting for. I think, honestly, I'd hoped for something exciting. And I honestly thought that the Timberwolves Memphis series, right? That was the most fun series out of everything till right now.
It was
till this series right now.
It was.
In my opinion.
Timberwolves in Memphis was all young talent going blow for blow.
Amazing. I loved it.
And that's what the NBA is. You're looking for. I'm looking forward to the NBA. The NBA looks like it's going to be fun. Tanya, listen, no disrespect to Looney. Looney had some matchups that he took advantage of and killed, no doubt. But now he about to play like a shot blocker or rim protector. It's a little different. Who the hell did Looney? Looney took advantage of Dallas. Who on Dallas was stopping Looney? And that's what basketball is all about. You find the weakness and you exploit it.
Yep. Well,
Hey,
Kerr's
Breezy,
coaches out there for sure.
Yeah.
Breezy, let everybody know where they can find you, buddy.
Hey, man, Wayne Breezy. Unless it's on Instagram, it's Wayne Breezy too. See, it's really simple. And I know you're like, what the hell's too? Man, my account got hacked, man. I came home from the draft and just some person hit me up. Was like, Breezy. I'm like, yo, what's good? We was just chilling. He was like, yo, I can't get into my account. Can you like do such and such and such? I was like, yo, I got you. Know what I'm saying? I fell for that shit and I got hacked.
And then there's me. I'm like, Breezy, congratulations, bro. You got this new Benz. You're killing it on crypto trading. And then they're like, yeah, man, do this. And I'm like, okay.
Like Breezy got a new house, he got a new Benz. I'm like, John, I've been hacked. He's like, I know, but it still seemed like you, so I'm just gonna keep posting. It's like, damn, John.
Dude, I was still chopping it up with a thief, bro.
If there's more than one person in this chat that's watching this or will watch this that doesn't know where to find Wayne Breezy, I would be shocked. And the only reason I'm even giving this out one is because Kirk might be floating around here somewhere.
Hey, Breezy.
I appreciate it, man. Brandon, I'm a little upset with Brandon right now because
he's having his day in the chat right now, bro.
And you know I love it. You know what I'm gonna do, guys? Thursday, let's just do a show on my channel. We're just gonna let's preview the freaking game, right? Let's just have some fun. 8 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Game comes on at 9. If y'all available, come rock with me on the channel, man. And let's bring Locker Room Chant if y'all Locker Room Rant. Let's do it, man. Because I just want to talk basketball for a second.
I would love to, but that's right in my stretch of work.
Oh,
maybe game two. Maybe game two. I'm down.
See, game two. So on Sunday, you ain't gonna find me. I'm gonna be somewhere hiding, watching the game.
Breezy, Nick won't be there, which makes it even better.
I need to dance. I need the Celtic dance. Boom, boom.
It's the hard knock life for us.
Jay-Z version?
Right. No,
that
that's
was
Annie version.
just double check.
The Jay-Z version wasn't on there. I think we would have had to pay for that shit or something.
Absolutely. Jay-Z still getting money from 88.
Hey, you know what's funny about your account getting hacked, Breezy? John has actually gone on a show with the hacker and has done a show with the hacker from your channel.
Are you freaking kidding me? John.
Man, we became cool. I've been trying to expose this guy for all that he's worth, bro.
John is everywhere. John is everywhere on YouTube.
When you see it, it's like this. It's me and this guy.
The funny thing is, I have multiple pages right on Instagram. So I have my music account. So he sent me a message in my music account. So I was like, let me try to chat to him and see if he can realize that he talking to me from my old account, but he ain't get it yet. And that's like, it's my pictures are there, but he's not putting 2 and 2 together.
I know who it is. I know who it is.
Oh, you do?
It's the man who was upset about that Jimmy G photograph with the Hooters girl. I've been saying it since the day it happened. I'm like, you know what? I bet it's this pissed off boyfriend of the girl who,
they don't know what
took
happened,
a photo with Jimmy G.
Okay, let me explain to y'all what happened. All right. So I'm on Instagram and I don't know, like I just saw the picture with Jimmy G from some chick's account. So I snapshotted it, put it on Twitter, right? Of course, on Twitter is where my main following is. So it must have got recirculated like 1,000 times, right? And then Grant Cone hits me up and says, hey, where'd you get that picture? IG. He was like, okay. So then he took my picture. And so later on, like about a week later, I get this DM. Let me see if I can find that shit. I get this DM and I'm like, yo, the DM, yo, it was like a threat, yo. It was like a threat. It was like, listen, I done talked to Twitter. If you don't take this picture down, I'm gonna have your account suspended. And I'm like, damn, I just got the 10K. I can't afford to get suspended. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little worried about it. And so apparently it was of his girlfriend, and she was getting harassed. And I'm like, so I was very defensive because he came at me like he was trying to punk me. So I'm like, well, who told the bitch to put it up in the first place? Like, that was my response. And I'm like, no, you can't say that, Breezy, because you can get you suspended. And then he hit me back and was like, I can't find this. Too many DMs. I can't even think what his name was. Oh, here it is. Jason Granger. Boom. I'm gonna read this shit from the beginning. You got time? I can read it from the beginning.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wednesday, it was on fucking 420, guys. 420. I get this text
That's
message.
the day he took your account that day. What's up, Danielle?
Please take down the tweet of Jimmy and the Hooters girl. Parentheses, my girlfriend. She's getting harassed over this, and she's asking for you to take it down. So first of all, chick didn't ask me shit because you hit me up, so she ain't asked me nothing.
Yeah, she's probably happy.
Exactly.
I don't want Twitter here. I don't want to get Twitter staff involved, so please take it down. Thanks. I would hate for your account to get suspended or deleted. Then this is pre-Instagram hack. You have 20. This is the threat. You have 24 hours till I contact Twitter.
It's like Liam Neeson.
Yeah. Yo, you have 24 hours to respond, or I'm going to release a serious set of skills on your ass.
You have 24 hours, or I will kill you. I will find you, and
I said, who? First of all, my first question was, I'm such a bad person because I didn't say, okay, I'm sorry that she's getting harassed. My first question was, who else did you send this to? I wanted to know who else you hit up, right? I was like, your girlfriend is the one that posted the shit in the first place. I just took it from her. And then he says, I understand, but she did not give you permission to use the photo. She didn't have to give me permission to use the photo. She put the shit on Instagram. Everybody got permission to use the photo.
That's it. It's open access, man.
Jesus Christ could have came down, got the picture, went to Hooters, had some chicken, and your girlfriend. And what would you have done? And so, like that, it went there, and then he threw some other people's names under the bus, and it ended, and yeah. And then my account got hacked after the draft. John, you could be on to something, bro.
Oh, bro, he was smoking a bong. He was drinking bong water. He was like, you know what? This dude's still out here talking about me and my messages. I'm coming after dude. I stole his IG account. He sounds like a dweeb that would steal an account, bro.
Jason Granger.
Like, how the hell do you steal an account anyway, bro?
You want to know what actually happened? What actually happened, his girlfriend was really happy as shit that shit went viral because she's looking for an upgrade. And who's not going to put a picture of what Hooters waitress out there, given the opportunity to take a picture of Jimmy G, is not going to put that on.
That's how I see it.
Not going to put that on their Instagram. Second of all, he was the one that was butthurt.
He was the
all her girlfriends. All her girlfriends are sharing that on every platform. She's got it framed above the damn fireplace, and dude has to look at it every day. I'm coming for Breezy.
Getting harassed,
I'm coming for Breezy.
Listen, man. Jason Granger 7. That's your Twitter handle. Like, we coming for you, bro. Just letting you know right now. We coming. We
They're
coming.
just
Hey,
about,
girl.
they're just
That's
about
what
the
we do.
locker room rant in this too. They didn't know
The
the
Locker Room
Cavs
Rant.
were coming.
The Locker Room Rant is this is like a black site channel on YouTube. Like we play music, we come at you, we're coming for you, and they're just like, look, we can't stop these guys. These guys are dangerous. So we're gonna put them at a YouTube black site.
Listen,
So
when y'all come on
over
my
here,
show,
we get away with that shit.
I need everybody to follow this, subscribe to this channel, yo. Because if this is what your show is, y'all might have to sign me up for 30 minutes every Tuesday because I was able to come up here and release some shit from 420. I've been bottling this shit up since 420, y'all. 420. How long? That's over a month ago. It's June.
This is a venue for you to air all your frustration.
I take my hat off, man.
This is your therapy couch, Breezy. You come on here, buddy.
Yeah.
We will be your
feet
therapy couch. Nick, speaking of Hooters, you look like that shirt looks like you're fucking not at Hooters.
It looks like you went to Hooters and had to paint that motherfucker on in the kitchen. Jesus.
Oh my gosh, you can't do this to Nick. You can't do this to Nick.
That motherfucker has a fan on, dude. He doesn't have any fucking hair, so we don't know, but there's a fan blowing that shit. It's like either that or he's got the shop vac behind him sucking that thing real tight. Taking all the air out of the room.
No, that's one of those t-shirts you be seeing on them infomercials, yo, that fit real good. I can't think of the name of the t-shirt, but I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
These don't fit good. They make these t-shirts, and the only ones there's like a t-shirt shortage in this country. And I haven't been able to find the t-shirts.
Motherfucker, there's probably a small shortage because you're wearing every goddamn one of them. And I'll tell you this right now. I bet you that thing's duct taped in the back.
No, these are largest.
Coming up with the homies.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Y'all can't tell me that word.
Peachy, what's up, family? Peachy Brown.
So Breezy, we got our boy PK on with us tonight. PK was born a 49er fan.
Okay.
Later transitioned into Browns fan.
Born a Browns fan, then they went away.
Okay. So you wait. So you don't even got to explain it. He fucking told your story wrong. You should ban him from being on the show, right? He told. And I know it's his show. He told your story. He tried to set you up. I was about to come at you. Goodbye, motherfucker. Come back. We got this. Like we got it.
Now, every time you say something wrong, when you oppose a guest or when you straight out say something that you shouldn't, if it's dumb, and Nick says dumb shit, so he spends most of the time in timeout anyway. But because PK is a guest, Tony removed himself because he did not give PK the floor. PK, introduce yourself to the family.
Thank you.
But before you do, I want to say a shout out to Peachy. She's the co-host to Breezy here on the Nitty Gritty Niners channel. They are host and co-host, and they put together a phenomenal product. So hats off to you, Peachy. Thanks for joining.
Man, y'all on it, yo. I got to step my soundbite game up.
Yeah. The only problem is when you get to your level, Breezy, you can't do the shit.
You can't, bro.
We got nothing to lose.
Breezy,
we're in the miscellaneous category, bro. Right now, we're in the miscellaneous category.
We got 6 fucking people that watch us, bro. Do not mess up what you have going on. Stick to what you do.
I drink a barrel of bourbon. Tony plays every DJ Khaled remix on the planet. Nick's wearing shirts from Baby Gap and everything else that goes on, bro. It is what it is.
PK, tell your story, PK.
Regulate us, but you can't hurt. You can't take away something that people don't got.
Oh my gosh, I'm cracking up.
Oh, good.
PK, go ahead.
I was born and raised a Browns fan. I watched 3 or 4-year-old watch the fumble on the drive. But once I, realized, I looked at the best players in the NFL, Jerry Rice, automatically. I looked at his work ethic. I bought every book on him. He was my idol growing up. So I was naturally, and plus I love the colors of the Niners. So naturally, when the Browns,
every team colors is better than that brown and orange shit.
So remember when T.O. caught that touchdown? Packers.
Oh yeah.
scratched my knuckles jumping up and hitting the ceiling because I was so excited. Like that's the kind of Niner fan I was. I just love football, right? And my Browns were gone, so
See, that's fair.
And then
That's fair.
Rice went over to the Raiders. I got to see him play live twice.
So you were more of a Jerry Rice fan.
Right.
Yeah, I got you. So you follow Rice.
Like Young, everything. Steve Young, Joe Montana cards, all that.
Got you.
Niners would be my second favorite team if the Browns, got in a plane crash or something.
You guys got a quarterback that probably won't play to 2025, but at least you guys got a quarterback, man.
Think of the worst.
And should we give the Browns a round of applause for fucking up salary cap with the quarterback situation?
Yeah, we should. We should definitely.
Y'all really messed it up for everybody. Now I got Deebo Samuel wanting like $50 million. He played like 1 year of football. He want $50 million to be the highest. Thank you. I'm leaving. I'm out. Thank y'all for having me on the show. I'm mad at him now, and he didn't even do anything.
Oh, Miss Debbie. She is the matriarch of the 49er fan base. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, she
is.
is.
Miss Debbie, thank you so much. Glad to have you.
Yes. Listen, guys, I got to jump on nothing but Niners right now, but I do appreciate you guys letting me jump on for a few minutes just to chop it up, man. This show right here, we about to build this show. I love it. I love the energy.
Everybody, Wayne Breezy.
I love it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Peace, Breezy. Thanks for hopping on, buddy.
Later, brother. Good to see you. Thank you.
No,
All right, let's get into the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, let's do it.
Nick, you're muted, which is a good thing.
Mashed applesauce, right, John?
We need.
Come on, Nick.
We got to talk about this. We got to talk about the Celtics. We got to talk more about the Celtics because only one person gave their opinion on it.
Oh, speaking of that, sorry to interrupt you. I got to give Nick props, and this might not ever happen again. I think it was the first or second round called them to go to the finals.
Mm-hmm. Nick, I think before. I think that was his team at the very beginning of the playoffs.
3 best defensive teams in the entire NBA were the Celtics, the Bucks, and the Heat. They had to go through that shit.
Yep.
They're definitely battle tested, and I think it's going to be an awesome finals.
When the West was stacked and the East had nothing, except it's a little bit. I mean, the West is still coming up with Ja and everything, but the East is stacked in the first 4 teams. You know what I mean?
Yep. I think that that's really the only advantage that the Warriors have is that they're a little more rested. But it might not even be an advantage because you could also be less tested.
Yeah.
There's an argument. There's kind of like a yin and yang argument to that. I think it's going to be Celtics in 5.
Bay Area baller. When you were muted, it was actually.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're right.
John, is this one of your guys, Bay Area baller?
He is a 49er fan, so he's absolutely one of my guys. I appreciate you for joining us, Bay Area baller. He's been here before, man. He's been here before. Has he?
You got to say your piece about the Celtics, Nick.
I think Celtics in 5.
Yeah, speed it up, bro. Come on.
I speed it up as best I can. Celtics in 5.
Okay.
Just like
PK.
Facial reaction, everything. That's all I'm watching right now.
PK, what do you got? Celtics, Warriors. Tell me.
It's hard to count out Steve Kerr, but I would say Celtics in 6. If I had to guess, if I had to put money on it.
This series is going to a game 7, and I don't have a favorite. Like, that's where I'm at. Like, I don't have a favorite.
I want to be entertained.
Like, I don't have a favorite in this. Like, I don't know who's going to win this, but I guarantee you this series goes to game 7.
Well,
there's no doubt about it. And that's it. Like, I don't know. Like, the Warriors are championship tested, and the Boston Celtics are trying to carry on a championship heritage and a culture that they have had for, more than any of the basketball teams. So in my opinion, it goes to game 7, and I don't know who wins this. I don't have a favorite.
God, guys, I'm saying Warriors in 4. That's how fucked up I am right now. That's how That's how much of a difference there is between us right now. You got nobody in 7, Celtics in 5, Celtics in 6.
Well, because the Warriors can give up a game. The Warriors can give up a game. So, and they give up a game to a lot. Like their turnovers are horrendous. You know, that's their biggest problem right now. That and rebounds at the rim. I think Boston can overwhelm the Warriors at the rim in rebounds. So I can't tell you, like, it's going to be a phenomenal series. I don't have a favorite in this right now.
I hope it goes 7.
Normally, when a team goes back to championships, they become a little less hungry. And that you see that like when the Heat were going to the championships with LeBron and Dwayne Wade, they got their one, and then all of a sudden they weren't hungry anymore.
They lost.
I'll tell you what.
Won the lost the 4th one.
These fucking Warriors, I don't know. Maybe they started to lose the hunger at the Durant days, and then they got rid of Durant. Klay Thompson got hurt. He was out for like 2 straight seasons. He comes back. This team's fucking hungry. They got a lot of young guys that never been there before. Andrew Wiggins. You got your core guys. This team is hungry as fuck to win this championship. And I think
Wiggins is another animal right now. Yeah, he is an entirely different animal right now. If they were doubting, if they had any doubt in not bringing back Wiggins, postseason Wiggins is insane. Like I didn't see this side of him before, but I am sold on Wiggins. That dude is nasty.
I think Wiggins is a good player, but I don't think he's anywhere.
You have not watched enough Warriors basketball, so that you do not have an opinion.
I watch sports, John.
Okay, I said Warriors basketball. You can watch sports. I don't give a damn what you watch. You can watch table tennis, street hockey, roller hockey. You can watch anything. You can watch hot dog contests, but you're not watching Warriors basketball because that's where you're going to find Wiggins.
I know Wiggins is having a good postseason, but I also don't have any confidence that Wiggins is going to measure up to the other stars on either of these teams. I don't think he's up to the par with the Currys, with the Clays, even with the Draymonds, and I don't think he's up to par with the Jaylen Browns, with the Tatums, with the Smarts. Although Smart, I do have a little bit of a problem with. I don't think he measures up to any of those guys. He's a role player on the Warriors.
He's in a perfect role for the Warriors. Yeah. What John was the point he was making was it like he shines in that role.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, when you're locked in battle, are you going to hang your hat on Wiggins?
No,
I am.
Exactly. He's not somebody that I can. Really
I am
as a second or third option.
Well, you know what? It's 9:38 on the East Coast. It's a Tuesday night on the 31st. They play Thursday night. Let's see what Wiggins does. We'll come back to this.
We're going to.
We are.
JT
you
Campbell
watch
said,
sports.
JT Campbell said, fuck, don't get John started.
Always started.
He's right. Don't get me started, bro.
John.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
No.
Okay.
No.
Should we start? Can we be done? We're going to see on Thursday. Next week's show, we'll be able to recap probably game 1 and game 2. And then we'll see where it goes from there. I'm ready to talk some football, huh? I'm ready to stir the pot with Mr. John Vernous over here. Mr. JV. I'm ready to stir that Trey Lance pot.
Let's go, baby. Number 5, Trey Lance. This is the Trey era right here, baby. Let's do it.
Should we talk about Aaron Donald real quick?
Yeah,
we should talk about Aaron Donald. Let's do it.
Aaron Donald came out today on a podcast and said he is at peace if the contract falls through and he does not play another down of football for the rest of his career and he retires, rides off into the sunset. Do you believe him? Start with you, Nick.
I do.
Go ahead, Nick.
I believe him in the sense that like he's accomplished everything he's wanted to do. He's made a lot of money doing it. I believe that. Do I think that he like necessarily wants that to happen? Obviously not. I think he wants to get paid a lot more money and he wants to win a lot of Super Bowls. But I think if he were for some reason to not ever play football again, he would be content with this.
What do you think, Johnny?
I think that he said that he wanted to play football for 8 years. He wanted to win a Super Bowl. I think, he's going into 2022 earning a little bit over $9 million. So if you know who Aaron Donald is, he's worth far more than a little over $9 million. So with that being said, I would say he is content with the Super Bowl victory that he won. And he actually said that he wants to feel that again, that rush, that high from winning a Super Bowl. So he essentially says if he were to play football again, he's only playing for a Super Bowl run. And like it or don't, he knows he's worth more than $9 million. The franchise knows he's worth more than $9 million. And he knows that the franchise knows he's worth more than $9 million. So look, this is where 49er fans are like, look, the selfish side of me says, retire, bro. Later. Like, go ahead, take off, bro. You're not going to find a guy in the NFC West or a girl in the NFC West that's going to say, no, please stick around. We're good, bro. Retire. You got your ring. Peace.
Yeah.
What do you think, PK?
Honestly, when I first thought it was as a negotiation tactic. John, did he really say, like, I want to play for 8 years, like at the beginning of his career?
Yes, that was his goal. That was his goal. He only wanted to play for 8 years.
That seems like a weird number.
After hearing that, I'm starting to think that, maybe it isn't a negotiation tactic. I mean, either way, it can't hurt for him to say.
Oh, it's a tactic. It's PK. That's a tactic.
But how would that be?
This is the I got a ring. I'm content. He's not scrubbing his fucking social media. He's not out here talking shit on the franchise. He's doing it real humble, real woe is me. Like I'm good and I'm content and
how
blah, blah, blah. What he's saying is fucking pay me. You went out and paid everybody else, fucking pay me. But 49er fans like myself are like, look, you know what? We knew this shit would come back and bite you in the fucking ass. Yeah. So it is what it is.
Yeah, but how would that benefit him in a contract negotiation? I don't get it.
Because he's selling it as if he's content. Like he's selling it like I've done what I've got to do. Like I said I'd play 8 years. Here I am. I won a Super Bowl. I'm happy. I got enough money. It is what it is.
But I also heard that he said that
That's right, Peachy. Always negotiating.
I also heard that he said if I don't get a big contract, I don't care.
You know what? You got the Emmanuel Acho sources, so I'm not buying that. I saw what he said. He said, my goal was to play for 8 years. He said, if we can't come to terms with the contract, I'm cool. He's content. He's negotiating, but he's being passive. He's negotiating. It's a genius tactic because he doesn't have any reason to scrub his social media and act like, exactly saying he could take it or leave it. No, it's a perfect negotiation tactic.
The better tactic, if you wanted to maximize your profit, would be like, listen, I'm the best player. I'm the best defensive player in the league. I'm worth the most. Pay me or I'll go somewhere else. That would be the more.
He's not saying that, bro. That's my point. That's the strength. That's the strength that he has in the negotiation tactic. It's so passive. He doesn't have to threaten you. He's just saying, like, I'm content. I've done what I needed to do. I won a Super Bowl. I loved it. But he said, if I were to come back, I would only be playing for a Super Bowl. So. Okay. How realistic are those? Are those goals? Right? Like, you know how hard it is to get to a Super Bowl. He's saying I'm content.
But if I'm the owner of a franchise and somebody's telling me that, I would be like, okay, what I need to do is surround this team with more talent.
Fuck! What more fucking talent? What more talent do you want? How many more fucking contenders? They got everybody. They built their roster on a win now season, right?
Better quarterback.
How many more goddamn people do you want? How many?
Maybe you want better.
No, Nick, let me tell you something, bro. They got a roster. They put together a roster to win a Super Bowl, and they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, the reason why he can't get paid and why he's stuck at $9.5 million right now is because of all the talent they have surrounding him. How many more people are they going to bring in?
Yeah, but how does that benefit him in a contract negotiation?
Thank you, Peachy. Damn, we need her. We need Peachy on the show, bro. He just got Allen Robinson.
Peachy, explain to me, how does him saying he's content help him in a contract negotiation?
Because he's saying that he could retire and say, fuck it, they don't have a D lineman now. They have a huge hole there.
That's true, but you can also be like, hey, I'm not going to play unless you pay me more.
Nick, don't you remember?
There's no fucking money left, bro.
Don't you remember?
I don't
Hold
get
on.
what you get.
Nick, don't you remember those dances at the Grange? Remember when like you were playing hard to get with all them girls, and that one specific girl came up to you, and you're like, "I ain't trying to dance with you." And she walked away, and you thought you were playing hard to get, and then she walked away.
Started
And you're
making
like,
out with some other guy.
"Hey, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Come back here." That's what this is. Aaron Donald's saying, "I don't want to dance with you, baby." Then if the Rams walk away, he's gonna be like, "Oh, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Come back here, baby." Oh shit, we got an Izzy sighting. Izzy, what is going? The fam
Izzy, what's
is
up,
back
family?
The fam is back together.
Yeah, I mean,
Ichi says the Rams have finally cleaned out their ass and hiding spots for money. You're damn right they have. And now they can't pay their knight in shining armor. How funny. You know, it's ironic, right?
I'm not taking it as that. I'm taking it as
we know you're not taking it. You're talking still, bro. You're still yammering. We get it.
yeah, because I'm telling you guys what probably is happening. Donald probably.
Oh yeah, tell us,
Donnie,
tell us, Les Neal. Tell us.
Donald probably values winning over everything at this point in his career. He probably doesn't value his contract, just like Jose Ramirez valued being.
Would you go into a 2022 season making $9 million as Aaron Donald with a Super Bowl win? This is the time to negotiate. He's negotiating by being very passive. He's just chilling out. He's not being. Nick. Will you shut up for a fucking second? He's being passive. He's just not threatening the franchise. He's got no reason to. He won a Super. Oh boy. Go on, Nick.
I feel like that's worthy. That was a threat. That's worthy of a
Threats are allowed. He didn't say GD.
Okay.
We're good.
Look.
Standard.
Threats are absolutely allowed when they're geared towards you.
Dude, all I'm saying is like Nick's argument is that I just don't understand. Nick, I just don't understand. You sound like these guys in Twitter spaces. Like I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck don't you understand?
Because
he's being passive. Let me talk.
Passive.
He's
never worked into getting.
Why? What? Who are you? What? Who do you have to compare it to?
You own a restaurant.
Aaron Donald is one player who's saying to the media, "I'm cool. Like I've won a Super Bowl. I'm good." Like I don't understand what you don't understand.
John,
Get him, John. Get him.
You own a restaurant. If you had a dishwasher that was like, you know what, John, I'm cool. I love washing dishes. I've been washing dishes for 8 years. That's all I ever wanted to do is wash dishes for 8 years. I'm cool making $10 an hour. Are you going to give that guy more money?
Nope.
You're using a situation like
$10 an hour because he's happy.
Hold on a minute, bro. Like you're the guy working on contracts. You're the guy on contracts that expire. Yeah. So if you've met the peak of your payday, and this hospital is like, you know what, we can go with Nick, the seasoned veteran, or we can go with this young guy over here. This young guy, like you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be like, you know what, they need me. They probably know they need me. But you know what? I'm content. If you don't want to pay me any more money, if you don't want to extend my contract, that's fine.
Hell no.
Then I'll go. And they'll be like, Nick, we need you, Nick. We need you. We don't want this young kid out of school. We want you, Nick.
I choose these hospitals for everything they're worth.
All right. Whoa. I'm good. You're going to get fired on this channel. So let's go. Moving on. Nick doesn't get it. That's it. Nick doesn't get it. PK.
They just told us our contracts are
It's
probably
good. It's good. Thank you, Nick. We appreciate you. Thank you. Go ahead, PK. How do you feel about the Aaron Donald situation? Wrap it up for us.
Like it's a negotiation tactic, like you said. I agree with everything you said. You know, I see what Nick's trying to say, but he's not making good.
A damn bit of sense.
I don't know how this doesn't make sense.
We gave up. We're not listening. We're done.
Dishwasher. He is a football player.
Okay.
I just said that. At what point do you just cut bait from Nick? Like, look, this guy is bringing in all the bullshit. Like, we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. Edge rushers, dishwashers, homie, you are on another fucking planet. Just
every other player
land on Earth, bro, and we'll bring you back in. Come on, PK.
Aaron Rodgers demanded money, and that's how he got it.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. Aaron Donald doesn't want to sit there and demand shit. You understand? Like, he's good. He's telling you in a very passive way. He's just playing his cards a different way, Nick. And I'm sorry you don't understand it. He's just playing a different hand. He's being passive. He's being humble and he's being passive. He's cool. They need him. They know they need him. He knows they know that they need him. So I don't know where we lost you, bro. You know, get with the program.
Their team might be good enough to withstand not having Aaron Donald.
Okay. Oh, okay. Good. We'll see how that goes.
I mean, he is a defensive tackle. I mean, he's the best.
They move him everywhere, bro.
Yeah.
He's a defensive tackle.
But he's primarily a defensive tackle.
And he's primarily an edge rusher, too, sometimes. So I don't know what to tell you. You face him twice a year in the NFC West, you know, and then we'll talk. Okay? I'm good.
I'm just telling you. Well, is he up for a contract? Do they need to have him under contract by next year?
He is supposed to go into 2022 making a little over it's like 9.2 million.
Okay.
And if I'm Aaron Donald, I'm not going into the 2022 season with $9.2 million.
Sounds like he is.
I'm not doing it.
We'll see if he gets more money.
You act like guys don't negotiate contracts when they feel like that's underpaid. Dude, that's insanely underpaid.
Well, I'm saying we're going to find out if what he's saying is just some type of secret
You're right. You're right. Can we move on?
He just goes into contract making $9 million next year.
Can we move on? I'd appreciate if we can move on.
Sure, I guess.
Good Lord have mercy. My God, dude.
Nick,
call a spade a spade.
Nick likes playing.
No, there's sometimes I play devil advocate, but I'm honestly not. I think if you want more money, you demand more money. And that's how you get it.
I don't think that you can understand. We're telling you his negotiation tactic. He's being exceptionally passive and he's being humble. He's not being aggressive. He's not being spiteful. He just won a fucking Super Bowl. And frankly, he knows that they're paying money and somebody isn't going to make it. What if he's really content with retirement? Like, what if he's content?
I'm saying you might just want to take his words at face value. Maybe he's like, I don't want my body to get beat up forever.
Well, I'm not fucking Cleo, so I can't tell you.
Well, you were trying to. I'm telling you.
Oh, boy. Tony, moving on. What's the next topic?
Let's move on to the next contract.
Next contract, Pat.
Yep.
Oh, Lordy freaking dog!
About the Bears.
So, after that,
it's good. I'm going to take a shot.
Yeah, that's some whiskey.
Did you guys hear? Chris Farley just now?
No.
Yes, I did. Clowney's back.
Oh, Lordy freaking dog!
Did you hear that?
Yep.
Okay, sorry.
The best time.
Izzy, I missed the wrecking ball request. It was definitely worthy, but the audio got screwed up for a second. But trust me, with the 49ers talk coming up, there will be more wrecking balls available. PK,
Look at John. Look at John how he looks right now. It's almost like he's noticeably getting nauseous.
Dude, I'm not nauseous. You are. It's like speaking to a person from another planet. It's like, hi, I'm Nick. I'm new here. I don't understand.
John looks like a guy who empties porta potties and is about to go in.
Oh yeah, John, look at this guy. Look at this guy in a Trey Lance jersey. This guy is emptying porta potties at Levi Stadium. Look at this guy. Take a good look at this guy. Here's the bad guy. Look at me.
The fuck is going on right now? I don't even, Nick.
I don't know. What's the next topic?
Nick, help save the show real quick, buddy.
Nick cannot help save the show. He damn near sunk it. Dude, that's awful.
I don't know why I love that shit so much. Thank you for saving the show, though. PK.
That did not save the show. That damn near sunk it.
PK, your Cleveland Browns signed David Njoku the other day for a large contract. Tell me what you think about Mr. Njoku. I feel like he was just almost a throwaway. Like they're begging to trade him the last 2 years.
Well, yeah.
And now they're like married to him again because they saw what he was capable of last year. Yeah. So go ahead.
Baker didn't know how to throw to him. I feel like Deshaun Watson makes every receiver better on the team if he plays this year. So he has a skill set like not many tight ends out there. Like he's he's honestly reminds me of who am I thinking?
PG. Oh shit.
He has the athletic ability, but but because Baker Mayfield, every throw he was launching it as hard as he could.
Oh man.
So overall, I like the contract. I don't like the money. I mean, I hope he lives up to it, but we have the second best cap space. If you have it, spend it.
Njoku is talented. Listen, he still hasn't like really proven it, but I don't think he's been in the right position to prove it. Njoku,
how could he? He had an ass crack quarterback that
had a quarterback who refused to do a one read pass. So
didn't Kittle have an ass crack quarterback?
No, he had Garoppolo.
No. Kittle had Garoppolo.
Yes,
who was the master.
Yes, Kittle had an ass crack quarterback, but we were also missing Raheem Mostert. So Kittle was mostly a blocker. He was blocking more than he was pass catching.
And he would release some plays and be wide open and run people over. And people didn't know about Kittle at first. That's why he exploded onto the team. He's a freak of nature.
I think
Njoku and George Kittle are on two completely different planets.
I think Njoku has as much talent as any tight end in the league.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
He has as much talent as anyone in the league. He's even kind of proven it on a smaller basis. It's just our quarterback refused to get him the ball.
You know what? I missed him in the top. I missed him in the top 10 tight ends this past season. I don't know where did I miss him. It must spell Njoku different.
You're going to find out next year. On top of that, Njoku's actually greatly improved as a blocker. He's greatly improved as a blocker. It's actually one of his strong points. As to when he first came in the league, he wasn't really known as a blocker.
You think Njoku would be a Brown if you guys didn't sign Deshaun Watson? He got the fuck out of Cleveland. He would fucking tell you, get me the fuck out of here. This is a shit show. He would have requested a trade. Or if he was a free agent, he would have just been gone, bro. Don't tell me the only reason why Njoku's even a fucking Cleveland Brown to this very fucking moment is because of Deshaun Watson signing. That's it.
He never expressed interest in a trade.
Yeah, he did. He requested to be
Nick.
Not
PK,
this. Not this.
PK, Nick has.
That was the previous offseason.
No fucking clue.
Right, Nick. That was the previous.
This offseason, he never expressed interest in the trade.
Your coaching is when he requested the trade. They talked, explained how they wanted to use him, and then he changed his mind.
Yeah. So Njoku became such a good blocker this year that they actually were basically like, all right, Hooper, you're not needed. We could just let you go.
Yeah.
You're not needed.
Well, Harrison
Joku's way better.
They're changing the whole, I mean, not the whole offense run scheme with Chubb, but they're changing a lot about the offense because Deshaun Watson and Baker Mayfield are obviously polar opposites of quarterbacks. So they don't need to use 3 tight end formations anymore. Harrison Bryant was good in the 13 technique, or the 13 personnel, I mean. And they're a good 1-2 punch at tight end, but they're not going to be using 3 tight ends anymore with Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
But they also made the decision to commit to Njoku before they thought they were going to get Watson. Well, they made that decision when Mayfield was considered to be who was going to be the starting quarterback.
They needed to see what else they could do what else can you give Mayfield and expect him to not have success? I mean, they gave him
give him a commercial.
Well, yeah,
he's got enough of those. Listen, I never cared. A lot of people made this argument about Baker in the commercials. I never cared about him doing commercials. It's just that when you do commercials,
you didn't give a shit that he was working on his fucking brand and not his game. You didn't care.
I don't care. I don't want a quarterback.
He's building a brand. He's building a brand, and he's putting garbage out on the field. He's the 22nd quarterback, bottom 4 of every stat that there is. Like, what do you expect? Like, of course you're going to say that. Of course, it never really bothered me that he was making commercials. He just sucked.
If you can't make a 30-second commercial and not have it affect your game, I don't want you being my quarterback.
PK
Sorry,
down.
He made a 30-second commercial.
PK
down. Man down.
Yeah. If you want to do commercials, get your money. I don't care. I don't care. But if you're going to do commercials, be worthy of the person doing the commercials, because you look like an idiot if you're not good and you're doing commercials.
Look, at the end of the day, Nick, Baker is in a unfortunate circumstance, right? Like, he can't find a suitor any more than Jimmy G.
Listen, those guys can't find a suitor because of the price of their contract. That's it.
It could be the fact that it could be their stats. Their stats kind of suck too.
No,
sorry.
If Jimmy Garoppolo said, you know what, I'm going to waive my contract and just let me go free, he would have a job tomorrow. Same thing with Baker Mayfield. If Baker Mayfield said, you know what, Browns, you don't have to pay me $18 million. I'm voiding my contract. I just want to start anew.
Who the fuck would do that?
Ever do that? Why would those guys ever give up $18 million and $27 million respectively? So they're going to have a hard time finding a home because they're owed so much money this year.
Lamar, you guys remember Lamar? Lamar joined us a few weeks back. I think he was the guy from Toronto, wasn't Lamar from Toronto just randomly popped up on the
I remember Lamar joined us. I cannot remember where Lamar is from.
I know for a fact he didn't have the little icon next to his name that showed his picture.
Yeah, I think he.
No, that looks like him. I remember Lamar looking like Lamar.
I thought Lamar had another picture.
Oh, yep, Lamar. Lamar was the guy from Toronto. We remember. Izzy, I'm glad you like the whistle. No one else seemed to give any credit for the whistle. We're talking about
I like the whistle, bro.
But as far as Njoku goes, I'm expecting Njoku to be a top 5 tight end this year.
Nick, like I said, Njoku, the only reason why you're sold on Njoku is because he is sold on the quarterback that the Browns brought into the organization. Otherwise, this motherfucker is cutting bait and he's out.
No, I'm sold on Njoku because Njoku has shown me flashes of being an absolutely dominant tight end. But he was never used correctly.
And he drops passes.
He's definitely not a top 10 tight end.
I've seen him drop some easy ass passes and catch some fucking very difficult.
I've also seen him injury prone and get his. I've also seen him quite injured quite frequently.
He really hasn't been that injured the last couple of years.
Yeah, because he can't get the ball.
I mean,
he can't get the ball.
Listen, Njoku, it's not like he hasn't done anything.
JT, because you're a Browns fan.
Njoku had a pretty good year last year, according to tight end standards. Like, he had a pretty decent year.
Is Tight End Standards a publication that I missed?
Yeah, tight end. If you're going to rank tight ends, then yeah, you have a standard.
Yeah, and let me tell you where the fucking standard is. Njoku isn't on the top 10 tight end list. I don't give a fuck what.
We'll see.
No, he has potential to do that with Deshaun at quarterback, depending on how many games he plays, and that's all it depends.
She's right. She has the memory of an elephant. She can remember everything. So
on
really,
the last 2 years, I've been kind of high on Njoku.
Bullshit.
Before last year's season, I specifically remember you saying, "Well, Njoku, we don't need him. We got Hooper." Like
I might have said when he was going in a contract, I might have said like Njoku, we have Hooper. Yeah, we did have Hooper. We didn't necessarily need two tight ends on the field, but Njoku also isn't the player that he is now. Njoku wasn't a blocker 2 years ago. Njoku is a very good blocker now. And blocking is a big part of being a tight end.
You know what?
Right,
Deshaun can make a guy look great. He can come in and it could be the Njoku show. And he's who is Daniel Fells? Is that who he always had in Houston?
Yep.
He had Darren Fells, yeah.
Darren Fells, yeah.
Did we sign him or
he did for a brief stint when a couple of guys were hurt.
Okay.
I'll tell you, is there any talk about them getting Will Fuller?
That's been in the talks, but it hasn't actually like materialized.
Has shown interest. Browns are saying that he's not on their radar. They like where they're at. They and I agree on paper they don't look good, but Deshaun make wide receivers look better. Just like
there's no doubt about it, bro.
I mean,
I don't doubt that.
The wide receiver room's that terrible.
Let me ask you guys a very important question so that we can move on from this. I want to ask you guys both a question, Browns fans.
Yeah.
What type of suspension do you see Deshaun Watson facing in the near future?
I don't think
how many games.
What's the near future? Next season?
I should have said PK, and you still would have spoken. So what difference does it make? Go on, Nick.
I don't know what the near future is. It next season or is the next couple seasons?
It's the Nick show, everyone. Go ahead.
It's the upcoming season.
Because if
have you ever heard of a guy getting suspended for the 2023 season?
I have the full screen.
Jesus Christ!
So I don't think Deshaun Watson's going to get suspended at all.
I know you don't. We know you don't.
They're not going to have trials next year. So I don't think Deshaun Watson for that. Because if there ends up being like any type of like crazy criminal evidence towards Deshaun Watson being guilty, they can't go and resuspend him. That's never been done before.
Hey, Guy, I'm asking you a question. In the coming weeks, you're gonna find out. Listen, I'm gonna take you out of this show, bro, and I'm gonna send your ass to another fucking planet.
That takes a lot of money.
Because Tony will put.
Look,
it's not right, John.
Right.
John.
There you go.
John, that is not right.
Overruled.
That is not
that's
right.
Wrong. That's wrong.
There's certain ways we have to do it.
Thank you. Goodbye, motherfucker! At the end of the day, PK, this question was primarily for you. I knew Nick was going to butt in anyway. This is the Nick show.
Yeah.
The suspension will probably be announced in the coming weeks, right? In the next few weeks, I expect a decision made, right? So I would imagine, in my opinion, I think that he gets suspended for a minimum of 6 games.
But I would think too, 6 to 8. But I wouldn't be surprised if it's more. Honestly,
I wouldn't either. Especially because there was another accusation that came in tonight, that came in today, and I don't know how that plays into the current circumstances. I would imagine that they have to they would have to hold a hearing for that next accusation, right?
Yes,
and so basically this is gonna hold it all up.
Yeah. And can I say something real quick? I kind of don't like, and I'm not being biased because I feel like I feel the same way. When originally the grand jury decided not to indict him, 13 teams tried to trade for him. Only 3 teams had good enough offers for the Texans to acknowledge, and nobody else is getting shit on but the Browns. You know what I mean? Just because
Well, I mean, you got to expect that, bro. I mean, number one, you got to remember there's actually two reasons, right? A, you reset the quarterback market, and that pisses people off.
right,
That pisses ownership, that pisses owners off across 31 organizations, right? That's one.
Ravens.
Second, you had to know that this shit was coming if you, in fact, land Deshaun Watson, if he agrees to your terms. The Browns put everything on the line.
I talked to it with my brother. We would have been, but somehow with that on top of it, it's like I wasn't that excited. Like I'm excited because this is the best quarterback we've had since Kozar, Sipe, you know. So I'm excited about what could be on the field, but I'm a little weary about the public perception, and you know, I care about shit.
You know what? The public perception is it's part of it, right? Like when you adopt a guy and you sign a guy that has this much heat, public perception, it's gonna happen. There's no getting out. But you know what's funny? Those fans are going to forget about what was accused when you win. That's where the double standard is. That's where I call those fans out, because you better keep the same fucking energy if the Browns win 13 gays. You better keep the same fucking energy.
If Deshaun Watson got signed by the Atlanta Falcons, the storyline would be like former ball boy gets to play on the team that he was a ball boy for.
Nuh-uh. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God, dude. Did you not learn your lesson in timeout? You're on your way right back, bro. You're 10 words in.
I was in timeout.
Goodbye, motherfucker!
He just doesn't learn.
I'm sorry, PK. He doesn't get it. It is what it is.
I want to talk about
I
got some opinions.
What is it?
Eddie, I want to talk about Trey Lance.
Oh shit.
All right. Tony, what's next? Did we cover everything?
Eddie.
Oh shit. Trey Lance. I don't know if we're ready for this Trey Lance shit.
I'm ready, baby. I'm ready. Let's roll. Number 5 in the house, bro. Trey Arrow right here.
You're not going to be mad
I'm ready.
Be surprised what I have to say.
I will not be mad at you, bro. Listen, I've been listening to haters for months. Yeah. There's nothing that you can say to me now that's going to upset me any more than anyone else has, brother. Let me have it.
Well, I'm not going to let you have it. I'm going to give you my opinion. Kyle Shanahan.
Fine. I'm ready.
Kyle Shanahan was the Browns offensive coordinator when we drafted Manziel. And do you know who his top quarterbacks he wanted in the 2014 draft? I'll remind you who was in that draft. Blake Bortles. He's the only one that went round 1 besides Manziel. Derek Carr went round 2, and so did Garoppolo. And Shanahan ranked his quarterbacks. He wanted Carr first and then Garoppolo. Those were his top two, and they didn't get him. So he had to work with what he got. Then he asked out of his Browns contract because Manziel was a crazy ass, right? I love Kyle Shanahan's view on quarterbacks, and I trust his judgment. And when he all that shit, because now he's in charge and he gets to make the decisions. And if he would have been able to make the decisions, Derek Carr would have been our quarterback, and we probably would have had four seasons of playoff berths. You know what I mean? With all the other roster building that happened.
That's fair.
I'm trusting Kyle Shanahan. He's rarely wrong when it comes to that stuff, and he's one of my favorite offensive guys.
So give me the meat and potatoes. Are you buying Trey Lance? Or are you selling?
I would buy Trey Lance's future. I wouldn't buy him for this year because there's going to be growing pains as there is in any starting.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's respectful.
Last week about the system, and it's not a great system for him to win MVP in, but Shanahan has been known to change systems around his players, and if he's Trey Lance slinging it, he will change it up. And I don't know what's going on with Debo. Ayuk is good. But I imagine there's still wide receivers out there. Like when you were talking about Green Bay's wide receiver core. Yeah, it looks like shit now, but there's Julio Jones is still out there. I know he's like down. There's a lot of guys that are still out there that
I'm hoping that we'll kick the tires on Julio Jones, because if you remember Mohamed Sanu, Julio Jones at this point in his career, come on, bro.
Yeah.
No brainer, right?
Yeah.
Shanahan has a habit of bringing into his system players that he had worked with previously, right? So
He knows what to expect.
a lot of those guys being Mohamed Sanu, Alex Mack, I'm looking forward to PK. I'm happy that you did your homework on San Francisco, and I respect your take because hey, Tony, like it or don't. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I'll take this dance every day, twice on Sunday.
Fuck, here we go.
I just think I think the deitizing of Kyle Shanahan is way overboard.
You think
why? I expect this energy from you, Nick, because you've got 97 goddamn coaches that you can't situate. I get it.
Shanahan has built his success in the 49ers, not in his offense, but on his defense. His defense is the ones. I mean, you say it yourself. You always talk about how, Jimmy didn't get there, his defense did. Well, there's a good point to that. The defense is by far the strongest part of the team. Okay, he got to a Super Bowl as the offensive coordinator in Atlanta with some of the greatest offensive weapons. All right, he had a running back that he didn't last very long, but he had a good 4 or 5 years.
Good. He went against the GOAT. He went against the GOAT.
Hall of Fame receiver at the top of his game, and a quarterback who's probably a Hall of Fame quarterback at the top of his game. Big deal. You're supposed to have a good offense.
Have a good defense right now. But every one of the offenses, he has changed his offense around his personnel. He does not run the same offense every year. He changes it up. And he makes all the defensive coordinators guessing, and that's what I love about him.
And even when
he did that for Nick Mullins. He did that with CJ Beathard, and he changed it for Jimmy G. And when Jimmy G couldn't play, he tailor-made that. Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead.
How successful was Kyle Shanahan on the Browns? Not very.
Because they didn't draft who he wanted. They drafted Manziel. He wanted Derek Carr.
He wasn't there for just one season.
Yeah, but that's the season he wanted out. He didn't have
that's fine. But it's not like he had some fantastic success. He made Josh Gordon really
good. You sound a little butthurt. You couldn't retain Kyle Shanahan. You sound a little butthurt.
No, I want Kyle Shanahan. I'm happy with Stefanski over Shanahan.
Oh, okay. With Deshaun Watson, you don't wish you had Kyle Shanahan? You're a fucking clown, and you fucking know it.
I don't think Shanahan's that great. I have confidence that if Stefanski gets to the Super Bowl, he'll probably do the right thing and win it.
Yeah, you should have had the same fucking confidence in Stefanski when your fucking Baker fucking Mayfield was injured, right? You should have had enough fucking. You should have. Oh, shut up! You should have had that confidence in your coach to pull the motherfucker and put Case Keenum on the field. You might have seen the postseason, so don't give me that shit. Your confidence is garbage. Garbage, bro.
I don't think Stefanski would go 3 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowls in the NFL game if he was in the driver's seat of those.
You know what's so funny is that you got your fellow fan mate over here, PK, right? Okay. And he's telling you one thing, and you're over here fucking yammering something else, bro. Mm-hmm. It's good. It's good for Tony and I and the rest of the chat because you always get to have your say, and there's no one on the other side sharing that fucking orange and brown telling you otherwise.
I love
funny. It's funny, right?
But I view his opinions the same thing as I view everyone else's opinions. If they're against mine, they're wrong.
You know what? That's why you're gonna go, Tony. Get him out of here, bro. You're out, bro.
Then I assume I'm right.
Yeah, dude. That's the attitude that makes us cringe. Dude, that's the attitude. That attitude is why that motherfucker is where he is right now. It's disgusting. He will purposely oppose you, even if he knows you're right. It's disgusting. I'm sorry. He can never take accountability.
He knows some of the language, like the NFL language, and almost knows how to articulate it. But
if he were articulating it with drywall,
right? Yeah.
What? It's like he wants to be able to say, "I am right," despite the facts that PK brings to the table. Because, like it or not, the guest of the night, PK, the Browns fan, who can also tell you who Shanahan is, what Shanahan likes, and how he runs his system, just throws Nick into a total tailspin. I love it. Thank you.
Pay attention is to the coaching. I mean, I coached for 10 years or 8 years, and I ended up getting up to varsity and Liberty, and I was calling plays, and I loved it. And so, like, I always study how the coaches change their around, stuff like that.
PK, the only thing we need to do is we need to get you. We'll get some links so we can get you some. We got to get you a better microphone, because if you got to have the right microphone so you could speak up on this shit, and
Right.
you could talk over Nick, because if
He did
everything,
a great job with what he's got. I love it.
he's doing great with what he's got right now, but we're gonna upgrade.
Nick, I still love you, man.
Here's the thing. I respect all arguments. That doesn't mean I have to agree with them.
But you don't.
Okay? I agree
Yeah,
with
but your argument has to mean something. Like when you say stuff, it doesn't add up. Like you want to respect the other person's argument, but then you clap back with fucking nonsense.
I respect your arguments, how very wrong they are, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with them. Me and PK did agree. We agreed that Njoku was very good.
Fuck Njoku, bro. No one's talking about Njoku.
That was something
You were selling Njoku 6 months ago. You couldn't care less. Now you're like, oh, Njoku. Bro,
and I've also
you're a fanboy.
I've also said Njoku's our best receiver.
We have Amari Cooper.
And I've been telling you that you're fucking wrong. Peoples-Jones is your best receiver.
No.
Donovan Peoples-Jones is your best receiver.
Njoku was our best receiver last year.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Njoku-
Hold on a minute. Hold on. Time out a second. I got something to say about this. Hold on. Dion, good to have you. Listen.
What's up,
I
Dion?
want to take a second. Please pay your respects. Dion lost his grandmother this past weekend. She meant everything in the world to him.
Sorry, Dion.
Big loss. And Dion, I love you, brother. My condolences, and I'm sorry for your loss from the Locker Room Rant.
Sorry for your loss, Dion. You're a great dude. We love having you on, part of the family for sure. Nick, say something stupid. Go ahead.
Well, we'll just go back to what we were talking about. Njoku was our best receiver last year. The stats might not put it. Maybe Peoples-Jones had a little more, but he's a receiver. Njoku,
Yeah, but see, that's where your opinion, like the stats are what matter, not your opinion. Like I don't like it when Nick goes against the numbers. I hate that shit.
Just like a couple episodes ago, and I can put this. I know how to cut the show now. We're gonna find out there's any more clips. You said I don't believe in statistics.
Oh shit! Nick can cut the show.
Cut this out, and we're gonna put it on YouTube so I can prove your ass wrong.
It's learning.
No,
he does know how to cut shows now.
No, the
Fuck.
reason why the stats don't say because Peoples-Jones's job is to catch footballs. Njoku's job is to block, catch footballs, and he wasn't even the primary tight end last year. It was Hooper. So when Njoku's on the field, he's the best receiver.
Dude, like
Better than him, but
I'm gonna watch some Browns football film, and if I swear to God, if I see Njoku getting his ass fucking handed to him on his blocks, I'm coming after you, bro.
Hey, John, he has originally when he came in the league sucked. He has been getting slowly better. The way Nick described it is he's like the best blocking tight end in the world.
I know. Nick's got him right up there with Kelsey, Kittle, and Njoku, right? Like Nick's got him there.
He's an asset in the blocking scheme now.
He has become that. He learned that.
I didn't say he was the best blocker in the league.
No, I'm saying that the way you came off, it was almost like you were using. I forget.
No, he's not like a kid. He's not a blocker like Kittle is, but he's getting there. He's getting to be a really good blocker.
Well, all these people we're talking about are going to look different with Deshaun Watson, and even maybe Brissett, because Brissett is an upgrade over Mayfield. I would argue.
Okay, so this is my question to Browns fans. Right? what is the game plan if Deshaun Watson is suspended 6 games or more?
Then you roll.
Where do you go?
You run Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, and you play to Jacoby Brissett's strengths, and you rely on that defense because Myles Garrett, Jadeveon Clowney, they're going to wreak havoc, and the defense did not
Okay.
very many people. And our
Okay, so you have the Browns defense, right? You guys have one of the best edge rushers in all of football, right? And Clowney, arguably top 15,
probably the best
top 20, right? But you're in the bottom of the league's blitz packages. So like you guys don't blitz enough.
Yeah, they don't blitz.
So you have a top 3 edge rusher, but you're in the bottom tier blitzing in the league.
They're like,
But Nick has all the confidence in Stefanski. If I'm Stefanski, I'm wondering what the fuck are you doing, Woods?
yeah,
Joe Woods, what are you doing?
He likes Anthony Walker running around the corners. That's pretty much it. And their formula is to try to beat you with just 4-man pressures, and they were almost able to do that a lot, with the guys we had. Now losing Sheldon Richardson for that, and now our defensive tackle, our defensive tackle is like probably a weakness on right now. There's a couple guys that could, like Perrion Winfrey.
I love Perrion.
Yeah, I think he could end up stepping up. A couple, the guy from Ohio State, Tommy Togiai, he could end up stepping up. Taven Bryan from the Ravens. But I think their philosophy was, let's try to get pressure with 4 and occasionally blitz Denzel Ward or Greedy Williams. And, that works sometimes.
They rarely do it. Like when they do
the thing is that you have a stout secondary. So if you had a suspect secondary, I could see why you wouldn't blitz as much, right?
Right.
I would understand that. But you have a good secondary. So I don't understand why you're not trying to blitz more.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy to me because at the end of the day, Myles Garrett should have 15 plus sacks a season, right?
I mean, he does.
He had 16.
He had 15 plus sacks a season.
Correct.
The only problem is he should have over 20.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot.
Okay, but I mean, you're going to double Clowney. If you're the opponent, you're going to double Clowney. So you're hoping that you can free Clowney to get to the quarterback. So
It all depends on the quarterback they're playing. If he has a quick release, they're gonna blitz him less and try to and robber coverage.
They should still be way more aggressive than they are. The problem with Joe Woods is he has too much faith in our secondary. He's like, okay, you got Denzel Ward back there. He's able to put somebody on an island, and you got Greg Newsome, Greedy Williams. They can more than hold their weight. We got Johnny Johnson, and we got Grant Delpit. They should be fine.
Yeah.
Nick may be onto something there because Joe Woods came from San Francisco as the secondary. He came from the cornerbacks. He was the secondary coach, so to speak.
The only problem is if you give somebody enough time, any receiver is eventually going to beat any secondary guy. Like if you give them enough time, if you give somebody 10 seconds, they're going to get free.
Yeah, and
I kind of think that Joe Woods is being conservative in the Browns' defensive scheme, and I thought maybe it was because he's new to the system. He's just he's learning the player strengths. He's just getting his feet wet, right? But
they're playing
like this. Oh, Wellers, bro. Oh my goodness, Tony. Hats off, bro. This is Angels envy. I know JT was hoping for some Buffalo Trace, but
this is a
fuck is that?
It's a smoker.
That thing looks like a hookah from like the college dorms.
Now I think Izzy just brought up Owusu-Koramoah. I think Owusu-Koramoah is the ultimate weapon, and they need to utilize him in special ways.
I mean, that is so loud.
It's making a lot of noise. But yeah, they need to utilize Owusu-Koramoah in special ways because that guy is legit.
I agree. They got to change some stuff up, and hopefully Watson invented that. off the defense, they don't have to be on the.
But the thing is, even with the way I didn't agree with the way the Browns ran their defense in the last half of the year was one of the best in the league. So you're getting a top defense no matter how Joe Woods wants to play them.
Yeah, but you still need that good coordinator. Adjust.
There's a lot of talent on that defense, is what I'm saying.
There is. There's a lot of talent.
I mean, their team's talented.
Arguably the most talented team we've had since.
I think it's the most talented team we've ever had since, like,
And now
if you include the old school teams.
For us.
PK, we're losing you, bro.
Yeah, we're.
Um,
I'm sorry. Is this better?
Yep.
Much
yes,
better.
All right. Tony.
Dolly Parton.
Everybody in the chat, Kirk wants to know what the hell that was. JT Campbell wants to know what the fuck is that, and should he buy it?
Yes, it's a drink smoker you could buy off Amazon. You have to buy little wood chips to put in it, separate, and you smoke your drinks. You can smoke anything, but I use it for drinks.
Wow.
It's basically for the people that can't handle the nasty taste of bourbon.
So they drink. So it tastes like a bonfire.
It basically makes it taste a little less like bourbon, probably like you're holding your mouth over an actual campfire.
Yes.
And
I wonder if you could smoke a T-shirt, especially one that's hugging your tits as much as Nick's is. Can you smoke a T-shirt with that thing?
Campfire smoking your bourbon's better.
So good. It's
I'd
so
like
much
to see
better.
Nick smoke. I'd like to see Nick smoke his T-shirt. Maybe catch it on fire. That would be exciting for the channel.
Yeah.
Well, I know he smokes pipes.
Izzy, you just brought up Jamar Chase. We were the only team that shut Jamar Chase down.
Yeah. Yeah, that's our.
Jamar Chase didn't do shit against us.
Yeah, well, now he's gonna blow up. Thanks, Nick.
I don't believe in karma. I don't believe in karma, PK.
I believe he watches this podcast, and he's gonna.
Oh, he watches this podcast. This podcast is
Jamar Chase
this podcast
does.
is
Probably looks like the type of clientele that would watch the Locker Room Rant.
Who doesn't watch the Locker Room Rant?
I don't know anyone that doesn't.
Only 350 million.
All right, I want two things I want to talk about before we go, and you can do this whenever you want, or you can not do it and shut me down. I do want to tell the Rick Smith story, but I also want to, before when you guys were talking about top 5, top 7, top 10 QBs, and I wanted to get my opinion on that too.
All right.
Give
Floor
us
is yours.
give us your top 10 QBs.
Top 10. All right. Right now, so like, yeah, obviously Brady is the best one ever, but right now he's not the best in the league. You know, I would say number 1 is Mahomes. Number 2 is Josh Allen. Number 3 is Aaron Rodgers. Number 4 is Brady. Number 5 is Justin Herbert. And I think number 6 is a tie, and you can put these 3 in any, like 6A, 6B, 6C. Matthew Stafford, Joe Burrow, and Deshaun Watson, because I don't know how Deshaun Watson's going to look. So I think he's top 10, and then I think Dak Prescott is 9. Lamar Jackson, 10. Russell Wilson, 11. Kyler Murray, 12. Matt Ryan, 13. And Derek Carr, 14.
Who's 15?
Did I say I was going to do 15?
You would fucking say, you would ask who's
Kirk
15.
fucking Cousins. would be my
Wow.
15. Ryan Tannehill, then Mac Jones, Jameis Winston, and Garoppolo at 19. You want me to keep going?
Where do you have Dak?
Dak
Yeah,
is number
number
9.
Yeah.
Okay.
I respect your opinion, PK. I disagree with it, but I respect it.
Which part do you disagree with?
I just don't think Kirk Cousins is that good. I don't think Kirk Cousins is top 15. I
mean, he's the 15th.
There's
Yeah,
a lot of
I
guys-
could see how Tannehill, James, and Garoppolo are better than him.
There's a lot of guys that I think could be interchangeable from 12 to
Right. And once
I don't
once
put
you get
Jimmy.
past,
I definitely don't put Jimmy in the top 20 of all time. I don't put him in the top 20, bro.
I had him on
I'm
19.
sorry. I don't.
Well, listen.
I think guys like Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, they get overblown. Like Kyler Murray plays in a very quarterback friendly system. He plays in the air raid system of whatever his nuts is, the coach over there. So he's going to have big numbers. But what type of success has it given? It's not like Kyler Murray hasn't played on good teams.
Yeah.
He has good teams. He's just never been successful. He hasn't been in the league that long either, but up until now, he hasn't been successful.
Jimmy
Once
G's
you get past like 15, 16, there's a lot of unproven guys that could move up.
Mm-hmm.
Even some of the guys I mentioned could move up.
And even Derek Carr, like Derek Carr, like a lot of people love Derek Carr this year. Like they weren't talking for some reason. Derek Carr this year got the biggest bump in approval rating I've ever seen. Derek Carr he's okay. He's okay. Right. I mean, he's not.
He hasn't had shit to work with, and I'm not a Derek Carr lover.
I mean, he has a little bit to work with.
I'm going Derek Carr, your 2022. You heard it first. 2022-2023 NFL MVP this year.
Fuck no.
If you put
Justin
money
Herbert,
you'd be a rich man.
I want to know what the betting line is.
Wait, PK, where's Herbert? Where's Herbert on that list?
He's
4.
5.
You got him at 4?
He was 5.
5?
Brady.
My 2022-2023 MVP is Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I heard that on the past podcast. And
Thank you. I appreciate you making note of that.
His dark horse last year going into the season.
I think. Yeah, dark horse. But
top candidate.
Herbert's play depends on Eckler's health and Joshua Palmer's growth.
But here's the thing, like with Herbert, like a lot of people love Herbert, and I love Herbert. I think Herbert is the best.
You don't love Herbert. You have made fun of me every time. You've criticized me every time I mention his name. PK, you got notes.
I thought if you switched your QB MVP candidates last year, it would have been completely fine. I just thought the audacity of you putting Tom Brady behind Herbert as your dark horse candidate was ridiculous. But
it's hard to come back.
But
do it all over again.
But
especially when you're a dark horse.
If your argument is that you
can't win them all, right?
If your argument is that Herbert's success relies on Austin Eckler's anything, like that's not really a top 5 quarterback.
You got it, Izzy. I'm telling him, Izzy. I'm telling him.
I think Herbert's more on the back end of the 10. I think you're talking like probably like anywhere from 9 to 6.
The league a couple years, so I mean you're entitled to your
opinion. All right. So the question is, where? So you disagreed with Pat's number. So who are you putting at 15 on his list?
Cousins there, but I could put Tannehill there.
Like,
listen, it's your fucking list, PK.
Yeah.
Don't change it.
No, PK. I don't disagree with your list. Yeah. I actually think your list is very spot on. I'm just curious as to who does Nick put at 15.
You're entitled to it. We're just discussing it. Like,
and when about Herbert, I wasn't saying his success depends on it. I'm saying if he's going to be the MVP, Eckler needs to stay healthy, and Joshua Palmer needs to show growth, so he has more weapons than just Mike Williams and Keenan Allen.
I mean, those are 2 good weapons, though.
Well, yeah, but you can't just have 2. Only Joe Montana could have 2 weapons. No one else.
He's not wrong.
Here's always been my thing.
Joe, good to see you, family.
I put Jimmy Garoppolo.
My goodness, the love tonight is real.
I put Jimmy Garoppolo over a lot of those guys who are medial quarterbacks that don't really have all that much.
Where? What numbers, bro? PK gave you a list 1 through 15. Where?
Who are rename your 13 through 20?
13 is Matt Ryan. 14 is Derek Carr. 15 is Cousins.
Motherfucker, did you say Jimmy was better than Matt Ryan?
Yes. Right now,
dude. Oh my god. Like, let me tell you something. Right now, Like right now, if I could fucking slide through the internet and punch you in the fucking mouth, it's happening right now. Like it's like the world is seeing me punch you right in the mouth through the internet.
Better than Matt Ryan. I think if you have Jimmy Garoppolo on the Raiders, he will have just as much success as Derek Carr. So that's why I have Derek Carr.
Oh my god, dude, you are inept. You are fucking inept. Holy fuck. Jesus. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. No. Dude, your speaking card has been revoked. Like, you don't get to talk.
You don't get to revoke my speaking card.
Fuck, I don't. Yo.
I can say anything I want on this show.
I want to revoke someone.
I am 1/3.
You're barely 1/3. You're about to lose your 1/3 to PK. It's what I got to tell you. Okay? You're about to lose 1/3 to PK. So you better chill out, homie.
Do me a favor. Take your microphone and your camera over to PK's, and I swear we'll have you back on. But just do me a favor. Take all your shit to PK's house.
But yeah, like there's these guys in the middle of the league.
No, Nick, hold on a minute. The fact is that Derek Carr, Matt Ryan, who else? PK, who was in front?
Kyler Murray.
Tannehill?
Oh, yeah, Tannehill. Cousins.
Okay. All of the men mentioned above can make all the throws. And I'm not getting into this again. I'm not getting into this with you again.
Garoppolo can make all the throws.
Oh my God, dude. Listen, you know what we said? No. You know what we said? You showed me video highlights of a man who couldn't throw beyond 15 yards. No, I'm not going there with you. Listen,
you threw 50-yard bomb.
You fucking ruined a show. You ruined a show the last time you went here. So I'm gonna put my foot down and I'm stopping you, bro. I'm taking your speech card. I'm revoking it. I'm revoking it.
Golf about it.
Conversation with it. I don't take Jimmy Garoppolo out of the conversation. Let's talk about the other guys.
Hold on, PK. This conversation's between you, I, and Tony. Hold on a minute. Look,
muted him.
This is what I think. I believe, aside from Nick, right? Pretend like you don't see him. Okay. He's like that one customer that's like, hey, just pretend like you can't see him right now.
My thumb.
When I say that Jimmy can't make all the throws versus Carr, Tannehill, Cousins, who else is bottom tier? Okay, we'll say Matt Ryan for that case, like because he thinks that Jimmy's better than Matt Ryan. Like all of the mentioned above can make all the throws, and to make all the throws, teams don't have to play you honest because teams can play you honest because, frankly, you can make all the throws.
Right.
But in Jimmy's case, a defense is going to stack the box, take everything away from you, and force you to throw deep, which Jimmy cannot do. So all the mentioned above can throw deep and make all the throws. Jimmy cannot. That's my point.
I agree. I understand where you're going with that.
The league has us figured out. Shanahan can only mask Jimmy's deficiencies to a point.
Right.
The league has us figured out.
Yep. Yeah, I agree with that.
Now, here's the thing. Let's talk about the guys that
Hey, Nick, hold on 1 second. We need to get the show back on track. Help us do that. Ready?
All right.
On time, it's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time, it's tricky. It's tricky. It's tricky to rock around. That's right. On time, it's tricky.
I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna throw up on my lap.
I don't know why the fuck you hate that so much. It's so fun. Why don't you try it? Try having fun. Try having fun for once in your life.
You know what? I would love to have fun with it. I would just rather have fun with it without watching Nick do it. When Nick does it, it takes all the fun out of it.
So put a piece of tape over his face.
I should. That's a great idea. I should just go like this so I don't have to
You'll
see
know
it.
when he's talking. Trust me. You don't need to look at him.
Let's just talk about those last 5 guys, PK. So we talked a little bit about Kyler Murray. We know why I think Kyler Murray is not that great. Matt Ryan was great. I never said he was really great, but he was very good in his prime.
Yeah.
He's really been that good the last couple of years.
Yo, wait, I can't wait to see Matt Ryan's stats after the season. I can't fucking wait.
He has a better team than the last couple of teams that the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, no. You don't get to go there. You don't get to bail out that statement. You don't get to bail yourself out with that bullshit. You don't get to bail yourself out.
Didn't he say Carson Wentz was better than Matt Ryan in one episode?
He did, dude. He did. He's not right, bro.
He's not a great quarterback anymore. Kirk Cousins. This is the one guy I will never understand. What has Kirk Cousins ever done, especially in the last 5-6 years, to make people believe that he's any damn good? He has a good team.
He's put up a lot of big numbers, and yeah, Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and Stephon Diggs helped him out.
Exactly.
He makes all the throws. He makes all the throws.
He's won a few playoff games.
He has a good defense. He has great receivers. Has always had a great run game. The one guy that did take the Vikings' place was Case Keenum.
Kirk Cousins has a few playoff wins, buddy.
Yeah, a long time ago.
No, he just
last
year.
Not really. Nick's so full of shit, bro. It's sad.
He just makes shit up. It's like you don't even fucking care. You don't care that
you
there's
don't.
a book with stats. You don't care that there's something called Google. You're like fucking
Kirk
Google
Cousins.
that.
Kirk Cousins doesn't have as much success as Case Keenum has with that team.
Kirk Cousins, Matt Ryan, Tannehill. Who the hell else was it? PK.
I think actually Tannehill.
Derek Carr.
Better argument.
Derek Carr. 2019. You put every one of those guys ahead of Jimmy G, we win the Super Bowl.
I think Tannehill is actually the best.
I'm sorry. Oh, all of those guys last year in the NFC Championship game, we're moving on to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think
we might actually win. We might actually beat LA with every one of those mentioned.
Yeah.
I think Tannehill has the best argument for all those 5 guys, but he's the one that gets shit on the most.
Hey, Nick, with all those guys mentioned, does San Francisco win the Super Bowl in 2019? And do they move on to the Super Bowl in last year?
I don't know if they make the Super Bowl.
I just wanted to see if you'd clown out. I'll bet you I take this to the chat, and at least 3 people in the chat would agree.
I would be surprised if more than 3 people didn't agree because they agree with you. I think you're wrong.
Of course you think I'm wrong because you are swinging from Jimmy's dick and nuts every fucking episode. I'm surprised you haven't got better gear. You swing from his cock to his nuts. I don't understand.
I think, first of all, I'm not even arguing in favor of Jimmy G. You're the one that keeps bringing Jimmy G into it.
I'm the one that says that the guys on PK's list, the guys that you keep saying Jimmy is better than, I believe that those 4 dudes win in 2019 and we move on to the Super Bowl last season with any of that.
I'm telling you, there's no foregone conclusion of that.
I believe it.
You might not even make the Super Bowl.
With Shanahan as head coach and as coordinator, I believe any one of those guys wins those games. You're a fucking clown.
Derek Carr's one of Shanahan's favorite quarterbacks.
Jimmy Garoppolo apparently is too.
There it is, right here. This is the one comment I'm walking away from tonight.
Jimmy Garoppolo is too.
Jimmy is only better than Daniel Jones. Cut it the fuck out. I couldn't agree better.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have Jared Goff, Sam Darnold, Trubisky, and Drew Lock under Daniel Jones, but yeah, I wouldn't argue with that. Melissa, is it Melissa that said that?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
She goes by Izzy, but she's not wrong. Dude, I just Tony, dude, do you agree with PK and I? Do you agree that Matt Ryan, Ryan Tannehill, PK,
Derek
who else?
Carr or Kirk Cousins
wins 2019 versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
If they instead of Garoppolo, if they were the quarterback,
any one of them.
I don't fucking know. They probably would have had a different scheme. They would have been throwing the ball a lot more. They could have had.
No. Let's keep the scheme. Let's keep the scheme the same way that it is. The same way that it was. Those guys make better throws than Jimmy. And so
at the end of the day, John, all you fucking care about when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo, all you fucking care about is one throw when he overthrew Emmanuel Sanders.
There are more throws.
That's the only play you fucking care about.
Okay, well that play seals it. That play we win. We make that throw, we win.
So if you're asking me, does Derek Carr make that throw in the Super Bowl?
Yep.
I don't fucking know because Derek Carr's never been to a Super Bowl. I don't know how he's going to react in a fucking Super Bowl.
It's a hypothetical, bro. We're just having fun. We're just swapping one guy out for the other.
It's not fun though. I'm not having fun right now.
Why would you have fun?
I haven't seen a show where John didn't get fired up. It's part.
You want to know another thing? This is another thing.
I lost 2 Super Bowls in 10 years, bro.
This is another thing that's been
I
chatting.
haven't even been to one.
I hear all this talk about Brandon Ayuk. And I heard numerous people.
Fuck.
No. I'm going to bring this up. I heard numerous people say he was dusting the best defensive backs last year. So I actually went and looked. At a game-by-game basis.
He didn't because he's wrong.
No.
He's fucking wrong.
Most of the time, I looked at a highlight of Brandon Ayuk missed. This is a highlight of all the times Jimmy G supposedly missed Brandon Ayuk. Brandon Ayuk dusted the receiver after like 5 seconds. I got news for you. You don't get 5 seconds. You don't get 5 seconds. So if Brandon Ayuk doesn't dust the receiver after 3 seconds, it doesn't count. It doesn't count.
It depends on if he's in the pocket for it's a rollout or a play action. But yeah,
you don't get
it also the funny part about Nick's argument is this is why I'm not even going to get mad. It's because I know that Jimmy is a one-read pony. So by the time he gets to his progressions, it's too late.
Have 5 seconds to find Ayuk.
Jimmy is a game manager, just like Baker.
I never argued that. But Jimmy doesn't have 5 seconds to stand in the pocket and find Ayuk. He doesn't have that. And I got news for you. Trey Lance running his happy ass around ain't going to find Ayuk either.
Oh, yeah, he will.
Not if it takes 5 seconds.
I just said that to be argumentative.
Not if it takes him 5 seconds to get by a cornerback. No, it won't.
Trey Lance is unproven. We don't know what we're going to see. I'm excited to watch him. I'm excited to see what Shanahan does with him. And if Kittle's in top form, and Ayuk has been putting up steady numbers in the past couple of years. He has. Look at him. 800 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Thank you, PK. Thank you.
He had 800 yards last year. There were 17 games.
Yeah, but Deebo Samuel took up a lot of the targets, and so did Kittle.
You know that Brandon Ayuk was in Shanahan's hypothetical doghouse at the beginning of the season, right?
Okay.
I forgot about that too.
Why is he in a doghouse? Great players aren't in a doghouse.
Sometimes you say
I don't know.
Guys that
sometimes you know what, Nick, you wouldn't know because you don't have a coach out of discipline. So I don't expect you to understand it. Authoritarians put players in their place.
No longer in the doghouse.
Authoritarian is too big of a word for me.
It is what it is.
PK, out of curiosity, could you either hit a home run throughout an entire Major League Baseball season, hit one home run off of a Major League Baseball pitcher, or return a punt for a touchdown in the NFL throughout a whole season?
Now or when I was in my peak physical form?
Right now.
I could do neither. I could do neither unless I had a metal bat. If I was using a wooden bat, there's no way. But if I was using a metal bat, maybe. And it would have to take probably 1,000 pitches for me to get it.
You get a whole season.
You get a
whole fucking season?
Yeah, a whole season.
Yes.
Wooden bat, but you get a whole season.
What? I couldn't. No, I couldn't do either, man. Even when I made the All-Star team every year I played baseball. Never hit one home run. I was an average hitter, and I was a Gold Glover.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
You were going against guys like Ron Hooper and Matt Hundley. I'm talking Major League Baseball, which aren't as good as Ron Hooper and Matt Hundley.
Right. Well, I went against Steve Hudson. He was a good pitcher.
Steve
Who
was a
else?
good pitcher.
Michael Leisure
Give
was
you
a
that.
good pitcher.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing, PK. Most
Mike,
of these
dude,
things that
when
we
we
bring up,
never mind, it's a stupid story, but go ahead.
no, I'm just saying most of these things that we bring up, none of us are actually going to be able to do. But it's kind
Right,
of
like
kind of more
score, like averaging 7 points in the NBA.
that's a totally different story. But no, this is like kind of like, okay, we can't do this, but what would probably be the
most likely outcome?
most likely thing?
Yes.
I mean, I was pretty good in backyard football at shaking tackles. I know you remember that, Tony. Remember our play?
That
Well,
was
PK, don't be ashamed to say that you're never going to hit a home run. I know I'm never hitting a home
I'm
run.
not ashamed
Our
of it.
player on the field was.
I'm never hitting a home run. Never.
John.
But you know
Tony
what?
would be on
There
my
is this punt
backyard
return.
football team.
There
I'd
is a
tell him
punt
to go do-
return.
John.
Yeah.
You're not returning a fucking punt in the NFL.
If he
I'm
is-
returning a punt before I hit a home run.
No,
Sorry.
you're not.
I am.
I would agree with that. If you have the right blockers and no one he goes
Thank you,
untouched,
PK. The blockers were the whole point. Like,
what do you run?
if
Like
you
a
have
4-9?
blockers,
Even if he gets the right blockers,
4.9 right now, I'd probably go run a 4.9 right now.
bull
I was fast. I still am fast. So there's a damn good chance that I get the right blocks. I have a better chance of
hitting a home run.
returning a punt than hitting a home run. I'm not hitting a home run, bro. I'm not. I mean, Dively almost took my face off. You know, Hooper almost took my face off. Hunley almost took my face off. I never got a hit against Steve, but he probably would have almost taken my face off. Either way, when we go to the major leagues,
Either way, you're lucky
just-
to still have a face.
I'm not hitting a home run. I'm not.
What
I
about
know
you,
that I'm
Tony?
not.
Tony, you're fast. You probably could run a punt.
He ain't that fast anymore.
You're not.
No, that's
Tony-
the thing. Like, even Tony, I believe Tony could. Tony's one of the luckiest motherfuckers I know on this planet.
So he would hit a dinger like on the first shot.
Not a dinger, not even a dinger. I believe Tony gets the return. I believe he does.
Yeah, that's what
You're fucking nuts. You're nuts.
If I had,
I'd probably hit.
blockers,
I'd probably hit 60 home runs to get signed to a large contract. Probably what would happen. All right.
Shit.
PK, how about this? Would you rather fight a grizzly bear on land or a great white shark in the water?
grizzly bear on land.
Get out of your mind.
What? No, Nick. Listen, everyone has to agree with me, or I get
That
pissed.
would be by a grizzly bear.
Nick, do you have fins?
Yeah, but it would be a quick death.
He's got a tight
no.
T-shirt, PK.
No.
I don't know if that helps us. I don't know if that.
It
God.
would be a quick
Yeah.
death.
He's already wearing his scuba gear.
If I was wearing,
Yeah, he is. He's already got the attire.
The moment that shark bites you through the leg, your femoral artery will bleed. You're dead in a minute.
Oh, really?
Or
That
like-
T-shirt is holding any bleed back. That T-shirt is literally
Grizzly
like
bear.
any bleed.
Have you ever watched Grizzly Man?
yes,
There was like the recording of him getting eaten by the bear.
yeah,
it
but
was
bears
brutal.
aren't the smartest humans.
He
And
might have been a pussy.
I
He
would-
might have been a pussy.
And then I'd kick him in the chin. He'd be like, "What the fuck?" And then I'd
No, you know how big grizzly bears are? Like
I was
12
talking
feet
about a
tall.
baby grizzly bear. You didn't specify which kind.
It's a full-grown grizzly bear. You know what we're talking about. You say shark, you say great white. You say
I would
grizzly bear, you
rather.
mean a
I think I would look
full-grown
more like a
grizzly bear.
badass if I tried to fight a grizzly bear and died than a shark and me going help, help, and splashing like a little
You're gonna
bit.
go help. That shark bites you, you're done.
I would say help.
Nick, I think it would fuck with you. I don't know why you think this is going to be such a fast death. I think the shark would fuck
Yeah,
with you.
Nick.
Yeah, and
Nick,
the
really,
salt water
you know-
in your wounds, you would be crying.
You wouldn't even know he's coming. You wouldn't even fucking
Especially-
know he's coming.
Especially if you went for those boobies first.
Oh yeah.
I told you that T-shirt's
straight-
just making
probably
it
just
says
straight
everybody's
from the
going
movie.
for your titties because
Hey,
you're wearing
mine
that fucking
aren't
T-shirt.
that much mine aren't that much better. I'm just wearing a loose shirt.
Yeah, you're not wearing that small? Why not, buddy? Fucking
Told
Nick.
you, man. I
Nick-
gained
Nick Bottom
85 pounds, and it's all on my stomach. And
Solid muscle.
Like
Fuck
I
it.
already had that a little bit of a beer belly, but once I stopped working from that accident, boom, I exploded.
What
Good point, JT. I'm laying down too, bro. I'm fighting, and then I'm not. I'm. The only thing is, if I go to the water, if I'm going out in the water, I'm going out on my own terms. If I get to choose, it's a grizzly. It's a grizzly all day.
JT,
Yeah.
they say all you have to do to a shark is punch it in the nose.
Aye.
You punch it in the nose, it'll ride off like it's scared.
Not according to Jaws 4.
Right.
Was there a Jaws 4?
Yes. And he had a taste for
Look
human
at this
flesh.
He does have a taste for human flesh. Hey, well, let's get the final thoughts. We're over 2 hours now.
Oh,
Nick, what final thoughts you got, buddy?
Nothing really. But if I had to put it, final thoughts. I'm really looking forward to the Celtics Boston, the Boston Warriors series. I think the Boston Celtics are just in my head. They just win just about every matchup. There's no scenario where I see the Warriors winning. I think the Celtics are the best. I think the Celtics are the best team to play the Warriors.
Okay. PK, what do you got final thought,
My
buddy?
final thoughts are, I'll tell the Rick Smith story at another time, but I am very, dude, I had a lot of fun doing this, and anytime you guys want me here, I'll be here. Anytime.
Just gotta get that microphone.
Yeah.
Leave the guy alone, but the microphone, bro. He's got the hint. Like he's probably already bought one on Amazon. Like relax, leave him alone.
I'll
We
be
appreciate you being
ready.
here, PK.
I'll be ready. What, Nick?
So we appreciate you being here.
Do you? You kind of said that with a little smile.
Yeah,
No,
I didn't like
smile
that.
of joy.
You know what, Nick?
Smile of joy.
DK,
Always a
it's
pleasure
the T-shirt.
Always a pleasure.
The T-shirt.
Nick, go drop your shit off at PK's house.
You gotta bring your fucking brother on too.
I will. I already talked to him about it. He's excited. Yeah.
John, final thought, buddy.
I love all you guys, by the way.
We love you too, buddy.
Final thoughts. I just want to send my condolences to Jeff Gladney's family. That's the kid's 25 years old, lost his life in a car accident. Another with a passenger, a young female who was unidentified. Thoughts and prayers to her family. Look, I'm looking forward to the Celtics series as well, man. That's pretty much it. That and Trey Lance. I know the whole world is against this young man, but I think he's in a good system. I think he's surrounded by good players. He's got a great coach and a good offensive coordinator. It's to be determined. But for now,
John wants to see him in
support
the
Trey
next
Lance.
ESPN body issue.
You know what? As long as it's not Nick, PK, it's anybody's game on the next body.
You want Trey Lance.
Correction. I have been contacted as a Locker Room Rant representative of the ESPN body issue.
Yeah,
That's-
and then
that's not
it's
saying
funny
much.
because Nick woke up after
gave
that. Like he woke up and he was just saddened by that.
They want me to have a banjo.
Where's Tony?
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony
We didn't
threw
get
up
your
in his
final
mouth.
thoughts yet.
My fucking camera screwed up.
Media!
Frozen.
What's up, family? Good to
Does
see you,
Tony-
bro.
Does Tony get a final thought?
Yeah, my final thought is thanks for the vets. Yesterday was Memorial Day, little after the fact, but just want to thank everyone for their service out there. Me and Nick were servicemen in the Air Force. Not sure if that really counts when it comes to Memorial Day.
counts.
No,
But
Well, no,
Not
because
really.
you're still alive.
we're still
So,
here.
yeah, but like to thank
Eventually.
Veterans Day counts.
those that risk their lives
It counts
Yeah.
every day, actually.
so we can live the type of life we live and sit here and talk sports and have fun and be able to do it talk freely. PK, appreciate you coming out, buddy. Whenever you want to come back on, Love to have you on. You're a wealth of knowledge. You brought notes. That's something that we are not used to here at the Locker Room Rant. We don't bring facts and stats. We just bring bullshit.
I just
So,
wanted to be heard, man. I appreciate it. And I'll be on anytime you want, man. I had fun. It was a lot of fun.
hell
We
yeah,
appreciate you, PK, man. I'm glad you decided to come on, man.
Yeah.
When
anytime.
Tony told me that you reached out, I was excited, man. I was happy to have you, man. I
Good, man.
respect it, man. You're welcome to come on the panel anytime you want, brother. There's a seat for you at the table.
Thank you,
Media,
man.
thanks for joining us,
appreciate
my man, JT Campbell. Izzy, as always, day one.
Special
we appreciate
shout-out.
you, family.
Special shout out to Wayne Breezy for coming on
Yeah,
early.
And
shout out to
I was
Breezy.
I was getting there, Nick. Thank you so much. Shout out, Breezy. Thank you, brother. We appreciate you. Listen, from everybody here at the Locker Room Rant, we appreciate you guys. Peace.
Peace.